Hello and welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. This Wednesday afternoon video is going to be a wee scouting video, profile video of a player that Celtic are said to be closely watching with a view to signing him in the summer. It's a young English right winger who can also play centre forward and left wing called Tyrhys Dolan. He's been playing for Blackburn Rovers in the English Championship, and he apparently has been attracting a lot of interest. In the video, we'll have a wee look at his stats. We've got a 4 or 5 minute section of goals and passes and tackles, etc. clips taken from this last season with Blackburn Rovers. There are a few other highlight clips, videos on YouTube for this season and last season, which are well worth having a look at. And I've also done a wee screen comparing Tyrhys Dolan's stats with a few other players who have recently played as right winger, left winger for Celtic in Scotland and in Europe. So just a wee bit more detail regarding Tyrhys Dolan. As I said, he is currently playing for Blackburn Rovers English Championship and has played for them for most of his career, apart from a brief time at Preston North End. He is 23 years old, 5'7". Interestingly, his contract expires on the 30th of June 2025, and so he would be available as some form of free transfer or compensation package. He is said to be on £7,600 a week at Blackburn, so well within Celtic's wage budget, and his transfer value has fluctuated between £5 and £6.5 million. As I was saying, he is out of contract at the end of June 2025. However, it is thought that Blackburn have offered him a new contract, and as he is under 24, the normal rules of a free transfer wouldn't apply, and so Celtic or whomever signs him, if he does leave Blackburn, would have to pay some form of compensation fee. And what's more likely is the two clubs would come to some form of compromise figure to arrange a quicker transfer, as going to tribunals to assess compensation fees can be a very lengthy period and lengthy process. Other teams said to be watching with a view to signing Tyrhys Dolan when he goes out of contract include West Brom and Middlesbrough, and also Bournemouth in the English Premiership, and also said to be being followed by Rangers, although no club has as yet, it appears, made any formal inquiries with Blackburn into signing him. And the most recent word was that Tyrhys Dolan is away on his holidays for a few weeks to think about whether he wants to go back to Blackburn, who appear to have a contract offer for him on the table, or whether he wants to try at a bigger English Championship club, or even a English Premier League club, or move to Europe or even to Scotland. However, Celtic are said to be closely following him and have made preliminary inquiries and registered some form of interest in signing Dolan this summer. Looking at his stats for this season, he's played 47 games for Blackburn with 7 goals and 6 assists, and his average rating is 6.81 out of 10, which is pretty decent. And over his whole career with Blackburn, 210 games, 26 goals, 22 assists. Just to put that into some form of comparison, We'll look at some other players who are playing for Celtic as a wide player or have recently played for Celtic as a wide player. Luis Palma, 195 games, 52 goals, 23 assists. Jota, who of course is out injured at the moment and will be for the rest of this year. 250 games for Jota, 56 goals, 49 assists. Lila Bada, 230 games, 63 goals, 35 assists. And Nicholas Kuhn, 293 games, 85 goals, 55 assists. And so comparing Dolan's stats of goals and assists, he does appear to be lagging behind Palma, Kuhn, Abada, and Jota, and in slightly more games than Luis Palma. He has half as many goals and pretty much the same number of assists, and obviously Jota, Kuhn, and Abada in a few more games have got considerably more goals and considerably more assists than Dolan over that time. So what we'll do now is we'll pop in 4.5 minute little highlight reel with the usual copyright disclaimers. And as I said, there are other highlight reels from other YouTube channels available also to look at if you want. hopefully you enjoy those wee highlights of his crosses and passes and tackles and goals from the last season with Blackburn. Now, looking at that video and several others on YouTube, he appears to be a two-footed player, although primarily right-footed, plays almost exclusively down the right wing, although can swap over to left wing and even play as a centre forward or attacking midfielder. My own thoughts regarding him is he looks like he's a very pacey player, good at dribbling, has a good eye and good vision for a pass and for short and medium passes. Also has a very good burst of pace to get on to passes and through balls. He is able to hit the byline and cross into the box. Also comes in off his right wing to shoot for goal or to pass into his attacking options or midfielders. He does appear to be able to track back and tackle. And from the highlight clips, he does appear to be a pretty good finisher and a pretty good crosser. However, looking at his actual stats for Blackburn this season, he has a roughly 1 in 7 chance conversion rate, which is a wee bit lower than one would want, and around about a 20%, 25% success rate for crosses, which also is a wee bit on the low side. He has good stats for short and medium passes, but poor for long-term passes, and he wins less than 50% of his ground duels and only around about 30% of his aerial duels. And he does certainly seem to have quite a lot of problems in the air. 5'7". He is a wee bit on the short side, but many players of 5'7" are actually very good in the air, and that appears to be a bit of a weakness for him. And also, he does appear to go down rather easy. One of the other interesting features coming through the scouting and the stats is he does tend to lose possession rather often of the ball, and that averages around about 10 or 11 times per game, which again is one of the frustrations, and that has been a frustration with the play of players such as Yang and Luis Palma, and both of whom tend to lose the ball rather often. Having said all that, I do actually like the look of Tyrhys Dolan. I think he would be a good additional wide player for Celtic to use. I think he has got the potential to get better and better. I certainly wouldn't put him up as good as Jota or Maeda or Kuhn. I would put him maybe around the same level as Yang and Forrest, although those two both obviously are much more used to the Celtic system. Also worthwhile remembering that in the next wee while we will be getting Luis Palma back off loan from Olympiacos. It's not thought that Olympiacos are going to use the buy clause for Luis Palma this summer. Don't think Luis Palma's future lies at Celtic, although it's possible with Jota being out for the rest of 2025 that Rodgers may keep Palma as part of the squad until the winter window. Also, Marco Tilio, who had a brief spell at Celtic then before going on loan to Australia. He'll be coming back from his loan in Australia also over the course of the next couple of months as well. And so he may, similar to Luis Palma, be fitted into the squad as a stopgap until Jota's back to full fitness. Would be great to see what you feel yourself regarding Tyrhys Dolan. I say there are some other videos to watch on YouTube to allow you to come to a more full conclusion. So do pop those thoughts into the comment section of how you feel that Dolan would fit into Celtic and whether it's worth Celtic going for him. Certainly if the compensation or transfer fee is down as 2-3 million. That might well be a worthy deal, given his current ability and his ability and potential to improve further and further. So that just about finishing things off for today's wee scouting video of Tyrhys Dolan. If you are new to the channel, not yet subscribed, please do click that subscriber button. Keep those numbers slowly going up and up and up. And as I said, do pop your own thoughts regarding Tyrhys Dolan into the comment section for a nice wee chat, debate, discussion on the channel. And so until the next video, goodbye and hail, hail.